to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. I am going to be doing another one of my project life process videos for you guys today. I have been busy at home with the kids, and it's been a bit hectic trying to catch up on everything. We've all been sick. We've all had the flu, just the normal flu. So it's been a bit, Lucy was sick for 2 weeks, I was sick for 2 weeks, Emma was sick for 2 weeks, so it was a bit of a no scrappy time because I had to take care of everybody else. So I am going to be doing week 4, I think, on this one. So I do write week 3, but it's actually week 4. I do go back and fix that. So at the moment, I'm just going through my Project Life core kit just to see what 4x6 cards I have that I can use in there, because I want to do a little bit of journaling, well, a lot of journaling actually. And this is the trend I've been seeing with my Project Life, is that I do a lot of journaling. And this is something I don't do at all when I scrapbook. Just regular scrapbooking, 12 by 12 pages. I don't do journaling, and even in my little albums I don't do journaling. I'm not sure why. I want to, have the photo tell the story. If there's something significant, and I put dates and things like that, but if there's something really significant, I will journal about it. But with the Project Life, it's almost like I want to explain what we do that day, and I want to explain the photo, and because I think some of the photos, you don't really know why we are doing that or what's going on in the photo. So I think that's why I really journal a lot in my Project Life, and I'm liking the fact that I'm journaling. I think it's a nice step in the right direction. So I'm going to be using this little sticker that says everyday things, and that is Etienne lying on our couch under a blanket with his teddy. And this is when we get up in the mornings. Him and Emma are homeschooling, and then Andre and Lucy are supposed to be going to school, but they're not. We are in lockdown as the rest of the world. But during this week, it was still regular school and everything was going on. There was no signs of any mass hysteria going around. So I just wanted to document how slow our mornings are and how relaxed everything is. And I'm loving the fact that since we've been homeschooling 2 of our kids, it's just so much more relaxed. Everything is just so easy, and there's no big rush, and I love it. And so yes, so I'm going to be using those little stamps of mine, and there I'm checking what week I should be writing or stamping, and I don't know for what reason, but even though I checked, I still stamped the wrong week. So I don't know. I still did the wrong week. But I do go back and fix it afterwards. When I realized, when I put everything in the file afterwards, I realized, oh dear, it is wrong. So I'm just going over that with a very fine felt tip marker, just to make sure that, all the little bits are toned in and colored in. And I go in with my clutch pencil just to do some journaling. And I had a comment on one of my other videos about how straight I write, and I don't write straight, I do lines. And if there's no lines on the, if I don't do the lines, then there are already lines or like guides on the little piece of paper that I'm writing on. So don't be fooled. This is not the way I write. So I wish I could write straight, but this is not, I don't think anybody can really write straight. It's like drawing a circle. Can anybody really draw a perfect circle? I don't think so. Well, freehand, not at least. So I'm just thinking of what I can put on the right hand side of that little card. And You can see very faint little dots on that little card, and then the space where I did the journaling was just like an empty little rectangle. But the rest of the card is filled with these little spots, and I really like the effect that gives, and it's very subtle. However, it does have an effect. So these are some very old Studio Calico washi sheets, and I wanted to bring in some color. There's lots of different color variations in the spread. There's the pinks and the reds and the dark sort of browny gray colors, and then there's lots of blue. So I needed to bring in some more of that pink and red, and so I'm going to use that washi strip that says hello, 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 and in the sort of orange, yellow, pink tones there. And then this little piece of washi at the bottom, I'm going to place that excuse me, at the bottom of the photos of myself that I took, and I just wrap around the edges of that washi. So it says believe, I can, and repeat, and things like that. So this is a day that you know, the young, or the two that I homeschool, they really wanted to go to the beach, and I thought, well, you know, I can't take them to the beach while Andre's at school. So I got Andre at school, and then after school we just decided to go to the beach for a little bit, and it was just an hour or so, but the kids really loved it, and Etienne loves digging in the sand. He's not so keen on the water. He doesn't like water in his face, so but the rest of the, you know, all the sand and everything. And if you look closely at that picture of the kids on the beach, you can see the Burj Al Arab in the background, that sailboat hotel in Dubai, or the sail, yeah, the hotel's shaped in a like the shape of a sail. So that is where we spent that afternoon. And this little 4x6 card, there's this little spot in the bottom part of the card that I just stamped the word enjoy. And on a previous one of my Project Life videos, I said that that's sort of my word for the year, to just enjoy, and to just get my mind in the right place. I think it's very important that we learn, that we make peace with where we are in life, and that we learn to enjoy where we are at the moment. I think one of the major things that my husband taught me at the beginning of our marriage is that, you know, you must be happy with what you have and where you are, because if you're not happy now, you know, when are you going to be happy? So it's and that's sort of the, you know, even there's nothing wrong with having ambition and things like that, but the thing is that be happy with what you have, you know, and be happy with where you are, and try and be content with what's going on in your life at that moment. It's a massive mind shift change. So I'm, you know, I've been working on that a lot lately. So I'm going to balance out that word that I spelled out, the sun, on that photo of the kids on the beach, with a little heart above the enjoy. And you can sort of see a triangle that I'm creating there, with the hello, 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 and that little gold heart, and the and I think there I realized that, oh dear, I put on the wrong week. I do go back and fix it though. So I'm going to be doing 2 weeks in this video. So it's the whole of January that I'm trying to catch up. Yes, this is still January and we are in March at the moment, but it's okay. You know, when I started the Project Life, I gave myself permission to not keep up with it every week. I think then I start feeling pressured, and then I don't want to do it anymore. That's my issue. As soon as I start feeling pressure into doing something, the wheels, you know, I come to a screeching halt and I don't want to do it. So, you know, allow yourself be kind to yourself, allow yourself some time to, and then when you want to scrap, go ahead and scrap. Don't force yourself into something. Oh, I must scrap this week and I must do this. And because, if you're not in the mood and if you're not in the right state of mind, you're not going to be scrapping a nice page. So if you wait until you're ready and you're inspired, then you're going to work faster and you're going to create more, and that's sort of what I've allowed myself to do this time, or with this year with my project life. This is the first year I am doing project life, so I think it's going quite well at the moment. I'm still enjoying it. I'm very conscious of taking enough photos for every week, that I have enough photos for the spread. I'm still, I always think, oh, must this be a landscape photo? Must this be a portrait photo? How will I put the photo on the spread? I'm very conscious of that all the time when I take photos. So it is something in the back of my mind the whole time. I use this little card that says number 5, just because it is week 5. And I thought that this would be quite nice. I'm actually, there's cards that says 1, 2, and 3, and 4 as well. And I'm actually quite bummed that I didn't use those for week 1, 2, 3, 4. But anyways, variety is the spice of life. So I'm just using that to describe my week. I know there's a very strong coral color with that number 5, but you know what? It works. It brings in a little bit more color. Everything is very blue in this layout, with Lucy's little shirt at the top. The blue, watery, grey tones of her sitting in the zinc, and then Etienne at the bottom is very dark photo, and then the little General Grievous man holding the panhandle. Etienne was very proud of himself. He made his first Amazon purchase, and with his own pocket money, so he was very proud of himself, and he assembled the General Grievous himself. He's obsessed with Star Wars, and he's going through a phase where he's obsessed with General Grievous. So what I decided to do for this page, I journaled all of the events of that week. I journaled on one card, and you'll see that I'm numbering them 1, 3, 4. And this is sort of, I'm going to label the photos as well to sort of tell you what's going on in the photos and which photo I'm talking about. So I'm using Stays On ink for the stamp on my photos, and it's very slippery, so it's quite difficult to get a very crisp and clear stamp or image, but it's okay. I'm not very fussed about it. I'm not fussed about it, and what I do, however, is after I've stamped the number 5, I do stick it in the page protector, and then it does smudge. So learn from my mistake. Don't stick it in, or don't stick it in too soon. You see there, it's number 4, sorry, that I do stick in the page protector, and there I smudge it. I just try to rub it off with my finger, and luckily the number 4 wasn't smudged too badly. You can still make out that it's a number 4. And this is a very simple page. I didn't do a lot to it. I wanted to focus on the journaling and what happened that week. So I do use these little prompts from Felicity-Jane, and that says shopping. So he was shopping on Amazon, and most times, well, not most nights, but some nights when I'm a bit strapped for time and things like that, while I'm cooking dinner, I clear one of the basins in the kitchen, and I quickly give Lucy a bath, and she absolutely loves it. She loves bathing in the zinc, and so that's Lucy screaming if you didn't hear that. But this is it for these 2 weeks. Yes, watch out for the next week. I'm going to be uploading it in the next couple of days. And yes, so I'll see you soon. Bye.